Okay, get ready. And you are live.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I am Desi Ekstein, and we are here at the Palm Springs Drone Fest. It's been fabulous. We're on the stage of Vertical Space, and I am really fortunate to have Vic Moss here speaking with us today. So, Vic, just in case, can you introduce yourself and tell people the many, many hats you
Oh,
wear?
golly gee. Remote pilot for the last long time. What do I do? I'm a CEO of DSB, so Drone Service Provider Alliance, Director of the Drone Advocacy Alliance, Washington DC based, 501c6, helping educate folks about the anti-DJI hysteria. It's a nice way to put it. But and then I run a Facebook group. How's that? Is that close? I wear a lot of hats. That's a few of them.
Yes, he does wear a lot of hats. And so it's been nice to actually get together and see everybody's at this event. And this event has been amazing. What was your role in the event?
Basically we were just doing sessions about talking about drone regulations a little bit, but mostly about verticals.
Vertical space?
It just occurred to me, different verticals you can do, different jobs you can have with your drone. Talking to the kids, getting excited about drones.
There's been a lot of
Kids, a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
Drone soccer. I mean, I hate drone soccer personally because I suck at it. I tried it once and I had trouble keeping track of my drone. And then you've got 9 others. Like, no, this is not for me. Y'all go at it. Young ones that know what they're doing.
And they
Oh, they rock it all.
It really does open up the doors to what I can do.
Oh, 100%.
So when we're talking about the verticals, what are some of those verticals?
Oh, wow. Obviously, first and foremost, with creators. Photographer, videographer by trade. That's yeah, I didn't mention that. But, photographer, videographer for 40 years. Something very low. But just that aspect of it, the ability to give a new perspective to a client. For yourself, I love shooting for myself sometimes as well. But you can do inspection, you can do mapping. I do a lot of volumetric measuring and deliveries. You can build them, you can design them, you can code them, you can race them. That actually is a real job, racing drones. But no, so that it's if you can think of something you can do, odds are you can do it with a drone. Yeah, search and rescue, huge. There's people alive today because.
Yes, I just heard another story about it. So yes, so they are valuable.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
So let's talk a little bit about you getting started. So you start off, you're an amazing fellow, and all of a sudden you get this higher perspective.
Right.
Is that what led you to drone?
Yes. Yeah.
What drone?
What drone? My first drone was a DJI P2. So Phantom 2 with a GoPro. You didn't have any control over the aperture or after the shutter. You just put it on 2 seconds and you fly around and wait about 10 seconds. Hope you got the shot. Modify some GoPros to get rid of the distortion. I had a client. I worked with general contractors and architects mainly, and worked with general contractors. And one of my clients had a guy that was flying around in 172, 182, probably since it was Denver. Taking 4 shots from each cardinal direction and print them out and give them over 250 bucks. It's like, I can do that. If not, a lot better. So, I talked to her and I said, can I try it? Project to try it out on, and it went a little nuts from there. Yeah.
And that side of things is really how a lot of people get into it. They develop their skills, they can still do it, and then they learn your camera and to be able to let go of the.
Right.
That's just a small portion of the million verticals.
Oh, yeah. That's my version. That's my favorite.
Right, and then you just leads to so many more. So you're also very active with STEM.
Yes. Love it. That's one of the things we get to do with GoPro. That's one thing I didn't mention. I'm an everything safety team drone pro, Colorado, Wyoming, district, out of Denver. We need to go and talk to kids about this. I've got like 35 different PowerPoints on my computer at any one time that I can pop in and talk to the high school kids. We can do that officially as FAA or FAA. What we just want to talk to them. But the FAA, that came out. I'm sorry, folks, my friends in the FAA, that's not what I meant. But if you can go ahead and explain it, and you get them excited about it, and you just tell them what they can do, and if you want to go out and work for 3 hours on a Saturday and make $250, or do you want to go out and for 12 hours at McDonald's? So what do you want to do? You want to fly? You want to put burgers? Some people enjoy that. So you just get them excited about it. So you can really do that. I'm on the aviation advisory board. School in Denver. The coolest. Nothing about this one. Literally the coolest high school in the country. They have an aviation department, and they literally have a duty and a citation. Robinson, they have 172, 192, and a couple of airplanes in or next to it. It's a phenomenal story.
So are you seeing a lot of starting with the building and then something else?
Aviation, drug the gateway drugs. We're missing the old aviation fields. If you talk to a lot of the older pilots and people involved in the industry, whether it's pilots or ground crew or mechanics, a lot of them started out in the RC aircraft. And we're not seeing that. If you go to the AMA field these days, it's a bunch of old white guys like me. Not that they won't be flying an RC aircraft. But and so we want to get like Michaela walking by. Let's talk about Michaela again. And then we can say, you know what? I can do that. Like go back to CCIC. They have the drone program, but they also have to graduate this high school. It's amazing what you can do. You can, gosh, go from there. They teach you how to work on engines. They teach you how to fly. It is the gateway to education. We need that. We are aging out. Our aviation employees are aging out. Whether it's the pilots, my brother was one of the mechanics behind it, Denver, and he's a little older than me even. And he sees this, he doesn't see the little kids coming in because it's not an exciting job. It's like one of his jobs is to drive the airplanes around the ground at DIA. How can that not be an exciting job? So yeah, get me started. Sorry, shut up there. Okay, go ahead. You get me started, I will stop.
How do you, what do you do to invite people that want to be? What do we do?
Ask, talk to school if they have a mentor program. Talk to the STEM teachers or even our teachers and say, hey, get parent tuition as well, but see if they can chat with you. Go in and talk to them about careers. Just get involved. Talk to the other adults too. Join a local drone club. Start a local drone club. Let's be at a drone festival. And so yeah, just to get involved with everything from right all the way up, and even some of the younger stuff. Just get the parents involved as well. So,
like civil.
Yeah. Just show up. Yeah, that was I can't remember who said it.
Yeah, Michaela.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just show up.
Show up.
Yeah.
Show up and be active. And active. Yeah. Yeah. Show up and do. Show up and do. Showing up is help.
They never can have well,
Yeah.
because you can ask questions. You can advance yourself and help others.
Helping others is huge. I mean, and maybe it's me personally. I feel the teachers are here, so I apologize. It's like you should be, but I love teaching kids, and so being able to do that on a volunteer basis. That nothing to do with parent, but that's kind of nice. And I've done enough teaching right now. I was like, yes, the parents. So.
So, this event, we've got a lot of people that have come through.
We just walking out back and people, yeah.
So have you found a lot of people that are asking you about regulations and like?
No, that's the boring part. That's the boring part. I try to be honest, the boring part. It's important.
It is.
Terribly important, the most important. Not any questions about regulation, which is fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want us to call you after the fact. You don't want to learn before the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of.
Yes.
A lot of switches getting on to. And so they're just now going, what do I do? How do I get started?
And you can start.
And events like this are really good.
Right.
And so I know there's a few others, but this is like the first time we've had.
It is, it's nice to say, it's a different the school district.
You were there last night?
I was there last night, I'm sure that was cool, for the Star Wars stuff, that was fun.
And you've seen other light shows as
Yes.
well.
I've been behind the scenes with the car. Pretty good.
They're amazing. I'm one of those that say, you know, I'd like to see more light shows than the fireworks.
I like the fireworks, I like things that blow up on the guy, but, I do like to go throw my chips.
I like to see them in working.
Yeah.
Because there is
There are a couple that have the drones that have the flares that come out of, that's cool.
there's so many reasons why I don't like to. So if you were gonna wrap it up with some positive words.
Definitely. Okay, positive words to start with the next count.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. This bugs me to know. When you start talking to somebody and hey, what do you think about drone shows? You will hear, or not drone shows, now we're on drone shows. You talk about drone career. You will hear so many people say it's essential. And I just want to those people. Yes, it's saturated. So what? If you have somebody say, I want to start a restaurant, then there's a restaurant in every corner. Don't start a restaurant. It's a saturated field. I don't want to be a doctor. Don't be a doctor because there's so many. Don't be a lawyer. Well, don't be a lawyer. But if you have the passion.
That's the
Just
key.
slightly passionate about this. The ability, the mindset, the skill set, or the ability to learn the skill set, the willingness to learn the skill set. And most importantly, the business acumen. You are running a business that just happens to use drones. You're not running a drone business. You're running a business. So if you can do that, and you just have to drive, you have all that stuff, and you put it together, and you can do this for a living. I joke, I've literally been doing this for 40 years next year. I've worked 5 days. 5 days a month because I love your work. If you can do that, I don't care if you're digging ditches, if you love it and you can make a living out of it, your success is one life. So how's that for positive?
I love it. I do love it. Yay. All right. Well, thank you very much
Thanks for the invite.
for sharing your time with us and sharing your knowledge and being here. And thank you, everybody. And that wraps it up for me.